Good afternoon. Let's talk money again, but this time I kind of wanted to touch on a more general subject and a bit on the outer edges of money making or anything to do with money to kind of touch on, hopefully, if I don't get into this, if I don't really get into the whole money subject well enough, I'll do a second video right after this. But the point is, so first of all, what I wanted to say, sometimes people ask themselves, why was I born like this? Or why was I born in this place, in this position? Why did my life become like this when I was in early grade school? Why did my life become like this in junior high? Why did this happen in high school? Why did I end up choosing this profession? Why did I end up married to this woman? Why did I end up with these kids? Why did I end up with this business? Why do I do what I do? Why do I spend my time out of work doing the things that I end up doing? Now, these are all outer edges before we get into the whole money making. And I will tell you that if you believe that there's no place for you on this planet, you're totally incorrect. There is no being on this planet, or there is nothing on this planet that doesn't have a place of belonging. Everything in this planet has a place of belonging, even if it's not even from the planet. The fact is that everything has a place of belonging. Now, that may be wrong because, when meteors and things like that, when they hit the planet, they usually just disperse. And there's even, most of them just kind of touch the atmosphere and come back up. As you know, scientifically, the planet Earth is supposed to have an atmosphere that basically breaks down or rebounds foreign objects that hit the planet in order to protect the planet. Okay? But everything has a place. So if let's say you say, man, there's no place for me on this planet, and I ended up in this situation because of random bullshit, I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. Everything has a place. Meaning, even if you were right, and even if you had no place on this planet, you would still be put in a place that would be like your place. Like you would end up in a situation, even if there wasn't a place or situation for you, you would end up in a situation regardless, and that situation would be for a reason. You're somebody who has no place, and you end up in something like that. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's move on. So yeah, it is so easy to find your place on this planet. Now, you may not always stay the same, but regardless, you will always find some place on this planet. You know what I mean? That's just the way the planet works. I mean, I could say that, even just guessing off the top of my head, I could say that there are at least 20 other guys who are just like me on this planet. Forget the planet. It's 20 other guys like me just in North America. I mean, easily. If I was even to go, even if I was to say, hey, there's nobody like me, but I wouldn't say that. But at the same time, I would say, dude, there's got to be at least like 20 guys who are just like me. Now, they don't have to look like me, okay, in like literal aesthetic sense, but they could look like me, all right? But I'm willing to accept that there must be at least 20 other guys in North America who are like me. There must be the case. Could there be cases of mistaken identity? Easily. That's the most common thing. Whenever you have a common public identification of somebody, there's a million cases of mistaken identity. Okay? Okay, I'll give you an example. Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know about now, but back in the days when he was making a lot of movies, he was well known in Hollywood right away. You know what I mean? We all know that the paparazzi like to go to like any place in the world to chase down celebrities. You know what I mean? So they can write an article on them. And then what happens is that they get into the public eye. Like even somebody who, like, I used to say this, I never used to watch any kind of entertainment news at all. I didn't watch any entertainment news at all. I was 15 years old. I had a job, but even I knew who these big characters were in the world. Like people who everybody knows. Even I knew who they were. You know what I mean? Even the person who doesn't give a shit and doesn't pay attention to any TV, doesn't even watch TV, and doesn't listen to music or is not really into anything, will still know, for example, who Michael Jackson was when he was alive. You see what I'm saying? The thing is that when somebody's in public eye, there becomes millions of them. All right? You don't believe me? Let's use an example. Elvis Presley, okay, the king of rock. He was supposed to be one of the top musicians of all time. In rock especially, he's considered to be the best rock star ever, right? What do you know about Elvis Presley? What's the most common thing? There's Elvis impersonators all over the world. When you go to, till today, you go to Vegas, you hit up some casinos and clubs, and that very night you will see at least 5 or 6 guys dressed and trying to impersonate and look exactly like Elvis Presley. When someone is known publicly, mistaken identity happens at a mass level, okay? A guy like Elvis Presley in his prime was having was having probably 25 to 50,000 cases of mistaken identity. And that's just in North America, okay? That's not even Europe and the rest of the world. Because even in Japan, there are Elvis impersonators in downtown Tokyo walking around as I speak today. Okay, you got to remember that. All right. Any public figure, you know, am I a public figure? Absolutely not. I am not a public figure. Let's say the YouTube counter was wrong. Let's say I had 500,000 views right now, even though my counter is just past 15,000. I had, let's say, 150,000 or 500,000. Really, right? The truth is that I'm still not a public person, no matter how much you can talk about me or try to make me into a public person. I'm not a public person. You see what I mean? I'll tell you why. Because people who are public, they call them like public characters or whatever they call them. Those people are official. You know what I mean? I'll tell you why. Okay, let's say we're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio in his prime. Hey, you know about Leonardo DiCaprio? Of course I know. Who doesn't know about Leonardo DiCaprio? Okay? All right, or Leo. Okay, Leo DiCaprio. Okay, isn't it Leonard? Isn't it Leonard DiCaprio? His name was probably Leonard Caprice or something. Anyways, the thing is, let's say there's somebody who's really known in the underground rap game. Not even, but nobody really. He just shows up, right? And he does some freestyles. Now he's notorious. He's legendary. He's gotten in there and he's broken some of the most skilled unknown guys apart. Okay, he's not officially known. Let's say his name was D-Rock, right? I said D-Rock is the best. Blah, 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 blah. People are gonna say to me, "Who the hell are you talking about? Show me something official. Where is it? Where is this D-Rock officially? Show me one thing. Show me one clip of him. I got a clip right here, dude. This clip has 70 views, man. What are you talking about? D-Rock is not an official figure. You see what I mean? It just doesn't work like that. I have over 15,000 views. Am I a public figure or a celebrity? Hell no. There are YouTubers that are, by the way. There are YouTubers that are that big. There are YouTubers with millions and millions of subscribers. Meaning they have 100, 500 million, billions of views. Okay? Those are official celebrities and figures. Even if I had unofficially 500,000 views and YouTube didn't put that in officially, I am not a public figure. Simply, I am not. Now you're going to say, that's not fair. We want this to happen. No, listen, everything works systemically. Everything works systemically. Things don't just happen randomly and by mistake. Everything has a systemic purpose. And everything causes another reaction. You see what I'm saying? I believe in basic respect. I believe in basic manners. I believe in basic honorable values and principles. And there's a lot of people out there who don't. There are people who have no principle and they think they're so clever and they're always screwing up and they don't even realize. And then they criticize someone like me saying, oh, you're just trying to be perfect. You're no different from Steve Urkel. Okay? You're no different from Steve Urkel. You just want to be a perfect little nerd. That's all you want to be. Let that be the case. But I still don't want to be like you. Because one, you're a piece of shit. Two, you're inconsistent in everything that you say. You are a goddamn laughingstock. Okay? You're an idiot. Even if you had a gender change and you became a girl, you are a total fucking jerk off. Nobody likes you, man. You're an idiot, man. You are an absolute idiot. You never shut the fuck up. And you talk like a motherfucker about some very serious things that make you look like a piece of shit. Nobody fucking likes you around here. And I'll tell you, and if nobody tells you to your face, I'll be the one who'll tell you to your face. I'll tell you to your face what the fuck you are. You know what I mean? So that's the point. But the point is everything happens systemically. You don't just, I am not a public figure by any means. By any means. No, am I notorious in the underground? Absolutely not. But here's the thing. The only case that you can make about me is my channel. You could say this guy has 15,000 views. Okay. What does that mean? Am I famous? No, I'm not famous or a public figure. But I got hundreds of videos. First of all, I got hundreds of videos already in 2 months. In 2 months, I got 15,000 views. What does that mean? That means that, you know, that I am somebody who's active on YouTube. He has some views. He's in a particular situation. He's put up his bank robbery document. He has done an actual bank robbery just over 7 years ago, and he's done that around 7 years ago. We see a lot of things, him posting things and things like that, and that gives him some legitimacy. Seems to be a legitimate guy. He seems to know what he's talking about when he talks about certain things. Mostly, he didn't start off like this, but lately talks about money, for example, right? Now, that doesn't mean that I'm notorious underground or anything, but that makes a case that I am a real individual. I have legitimacy as an individual. You've seen my official court documents with the goddamn judge's signature and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So you see me talk about absolutely everything in my life and absolutely everything. So I'm like an existing person. I'm not by any means a celebrity, but I am an existing person. I get that legitimacy as an existing person. 15,000 views isn't much when you compare it to the top guy in the world who has like 1 trillion views. No, it's not. It's nothing compared to that. But it gives me legitimacy as a person. There are people who post things on certain topics and they're doing something different. You see, this is advantageous. You know what I mean? I'm posting about my beliefs and my thoughts, but lately I've just become a money channel, which means I'm just giving. People can take in, and that's all it is. I don't have that many hobbies right now that are better to do than this. Not really. I don't really have much going on that's better than this. So this is what I have at the moment. And this is what I'm doing, I mean, for starting off and not telling a single soul that I have this channel, to have that many views in 2 months, 15,000 views, is pretty good. It's pretty decent. Okay, that means it's been spread by word of mouth and everything. We've talked about that already, but that's the point, right? And I think we should get into some kind of real money topic, and we'll do that on the next video. Just wait for it.